Shalom is real. This Israelite School UPK. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Gianna. I'm Natazab, officer of 500, and tonight is Tuesday Brotherhood class. And today's topic is gathering together. You know what I'm saying? That's highly important in having brotherhood. The only way we're gonna be able to gather together as a people, like the scriptures say, is if we have brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? But if we hate each other and disrespect each other 24/7, you understand that we don't have each other backs, then there's no possible way that we can make that happen. There's no possible way a family can flourish if we don't make that happen. You understand? So what we have to learn to do is put aside you being right and proving somebody's wrong. We need to put that aside. You know what I'm saying? We need to put aside joining any type of foundation that's not built on putting your brother or your sister first. You understand? Yeah, calm. And ultimately, the ISUBK is that silent foundation where we apply that type of brotherhood, where we have that spirit. You understand? We have that type of behavior in here. You understand? We make sure that we look out for our brothers and sisters before we look out for ourselves. Whereas every other nation, everybody else is all about self-preservation. You understand? If you don't know what self-preservation is, I'm gonna give you an example. Like self-preservation is if you see somebody shooting, for example, the first thing a normal person would do is get down. You know what I'm saying? Wait till the shots stop. The shots stop ringing. The shots stop ringing off, and then they accident look around for everybody else. They check themselves and be like, "Damn, I ain't even hit. They ain't shoot me." And then they'll go and look for everybody else. Like, "Damn, is you good, bro? Did they shoot you? You hit? Anybody hit?" You know what I'm saying? That's self-preservation. When you're looking out for yourself before you're looking out for the people that you with. Whereas in ISBK, we look out for our nation before we look out for ourselves. That's why we go to camp on Saturday. That's the whole purpose. Give it, bro. Well, for what? From where? Oh, no sweat. No, I'm saying that's the whole purpose of the ISBK. And we go to camp, and you know what I'm saying, we look out for. We go to camp. We put our lives on the line for our brothers and sisters. Like we put our lives, we put ourselves in imminent danger. That's why when you see ISUBK on the screen at home and it say for trained professionals only. You understand? We train to be in the army of the Lord. We train to do and be in this walk of life that we in. This is not for everybody. You understand? Because guess what? Other people that try to be like ISUBK and start their own group and all that, you know what I'm saying? When something pop off, man, first thing they gonna think of is self-preservation. Whereas in the ISUBK, we have generals or captains or somebody around and somebody shooting or any type of anything going on, we gonna make sure the men above us is safe. We gonna make sure our family is safe. You understand? Before we worry about ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's just going to the topic that I'm bringing out. You know what I'm saying? Self-preservation, man, and we gotta gather together. And the only way we can gather together is if we have brotherhood. And that's the whole purpose of the ISBK. And that's what we've been doing since 1969. We've been gathering the Lord's dispersed from the four corners of the earth. You understand? Letting all our brothers and sisters know that it don't matter that you dark skinned and he's light skinned. It don't matter that you was born in Puerto Rico and he was born in New York. You understand? Both of y'all still from the tribe of Ephraim. It don't matter if you from over here and he's from over there. None of that matters. You understand? Because that's not how you build brotherhood. That's not how you build a civilization. You understand? So with that, I'm going to go to Leviticus chapter 20 and 26. You understand? And if any new brothers in the school, man, make sure you write these precepts down in your spare time. You go over them so you can remember them. So when you become an officer, it's just like clockwork. You know how to break it down. You understand? So we can go to Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I am the Lord am holy. You see that? If you don't know, Leviticus, the Bible period is only speaking to the Israelites. You understand what I'm saying? Like this book from Genesis to Revelations is only speaking to the Israelites. You understand? So when you see other people trying to pick this book up and try to assimilate into the culture of this Bible, it's not for them. You understand? You know, in America, it's a federal crime for you to read and open up somebody else's mail. You understand? That's a federal crime. And even though you're able to do any wicked thing in America, you're able to be a homosexual, you're able to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork. It is a federal crime for you to open up somebody's mail that's not yours. You understand? It's a federal, and what I'm saying is it's a federal crime for any heathen to pick this book up, or any black preacher to try to assimilate any race or people into this Bible. You understand? This Bible ain't for everybody. So when you reading Leviticus and you reading all the way from Genesis to Revelations, the audience that it's speaking to is the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So let's read what is being spoken of in Leviticus. Let's go to 20 and 26. I'm gonna read it again. And ye shall be holy unto me. This is the Lord saying that the Israelites, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, that's dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth, we shall be holy unto the Lord. What does the word holy mean? The word holy means to be separate. You understand? We're supposed to be separate from everybody, man. We ain't supposed to be coming together and trying to get everybody to adopt to our covenant and our blessings that the Most High gave us. You understand? We ain't supposed to be trying to join in their politics. We ain't supposed to be trying to join into their religions and their philosophies and, you know what I'm saying, their culture. We ain't supposed to be doing all that. The Lord said, what he said, I'm read it again, and ye shall be holy unto me. We're supposed to be holy to the Lord. How do you be holy unto the Lord? You find out that you're an Israelite. You understand? You find out that the Lord is against you celebrating any holiday that's not in the Bible. And you stop doing it. It's simple. It's not that hard. You understand? Whereas in American society, they want to demonize anybody that wake up to their culture. You understand? But guess what? They only do that to Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians that find out the truth. They want to, especially your family, they want to demonize you and make it seem like you wrong, or you in a cult, or you weird now because you don't want to celebrate the things that you used to celebrate. You understand? Because you don't want to do the things that you used to do. They want to demonize you. But then when you was running to people's house, kicking doors in and shooting people in their face, everybody was glad about that. You understand? When you was trying to be an aspiring rapper, you know what I'm saying, the next football and basketball player, everybody was glad about that. But when you tell your grandma and them and your family and your friends that you grew up with that know you, you understand? They like, man, what? The white people, man, the devil, man, this nigga on some, you on some other stuff, bro. You need to chill out. You understand? They telling you need to chill out. You tell them, oh man, they trying to tell your daughter, your son's happy birthday, and you tell them, oh no, we too wild, we don't celebrate that no more. You know what I'm saying? They looking at the kid like that's horrible. You ain't gonna celebrate your kid birthday. They trying to make the kid, you know what I'm saying, feel what they saying, so the kid can be like, damn, my dad is messed up for that. This is the type of society that you this is the type of people in society that you up against, man, when you join the truth. This is what you up against when you join the truth. But guess what, man? Hey, endure through that. You understand? Endure through that, because guess what? We gonna have our day too. We gonna have our day too. When the Lord return on them chariots, you understand? They're gonna be like, damn. The nigga that I knew from the neighborhood, who was my nigga who changed and joined that cult, I thought he was crazy. You understand? Because he wanted to separate from white people. I thought he was crazy. You understand? But this nigga ain't crazy. Christ did return, and it's gonna be too late. You understand? It's gonna be too late. So I'm gonna read that again. And ye shall be holy unto me. The Lord said we're supposed to be holy unto him. Guess what? All these other nations, they understand what that means. You understand? They understand. The Asians, it's a Chinatown in every major city. They understand what being holy means. You understand? Holy means to be separate. The Asians, they understand what that means. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen a black person working in an Asian nail salon. You understand? You ain't never seen that. You ain't never seen a black person working in an Asian laundromat. You ain't never seen a black person working in Chinatown. You know why? Because they know what it means, and they know what the benefits of being separate. They know it's brotherhood in that. And they know that they can't give their brotherhood to another nation. That's why you would never see a black person working for them. You understand? That's why you never see a black store in Chinatown. And if it was, ain't no Chinese going to buy from them. You know why? Because they know the benefit in having brotherhood. You understand? They know that that's how you build a kingdom and a society, by being separate from everybody else. You understand? They understand that. The East Indians, they understand that. And guess what? These is the biggest illegal immigrants in America. The Asians and the East Indians, they the biggest illegal immigrants in America with no green card. But guess what? Trump ain't building no wall for them. You understand? Trump ain't building no wall for them. And ain't nobody protesting about getting a wall to build for them. Ain't nobody protesting about them coming and taking the American dollar and sending it back to India, making India greater again. They not complaining about the Chinese taking the American dollar and sending it back to China and making it great again. You know what I'm saying? But when you try to do that, Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, guess what? They're gonna do us like Tulsa, Oklahoma. You understand? Well, it took a year for a dollar it took over a year just for the black dollar to leave the black community and touch another race's hand. It took over a year. You understand? But guess what they're going to do to you if you try to do that again? They're going to do it just like Tulsa, Oklahoma. They want to bomb us, man. But you know the difference between us doing it now and doing it during Black Wall Street? The difference is now is the Lord with us because we woke up to who we really are. You understand? Back then in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they didn't have no protection because they didn't know who they was. They didn't know that Bible was talking about them. They was Christians. That's why that was able to happen. You know what I'm saying? But when you come into the truth and you trim your ways, you understand, and you become that new man, the Lord is protecting you. So guess what? You're going to be able to build Black Wall Street, and ain't nobody going to drop bombs on you. You understand? You're going to be able to do exactly what you need to do to survive in this country, and ain't nobody going to do nothing to you because the Lord with you, man. You understand? I'm gonna read some more. I'm gonna read from the top. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I am the Lord am holy, even the Lord holy. You understand? Everybody can't serve the Lord. Everybody can't pray to the Lord. The Lord only know one family, and that's Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. Even our God is holy, man. He don't love everybody. It tell you that in the Bible. It tell you he loved Jacob and he hate Esau. Our Lord is holy. He don't love everybody. He don't want everybody to come together. You understand? It's like that's why the Tower of Babel happened. The Lord seen everybody was trying to come together, and he said, and the angels gave a report back to the Lord, and he said, man, they wicked. Everything that they imagine to do, they doing, man. They trying to build a tower to come up here to fight against you. And the Lord scattered everybody and make everybody speak a different language. You know why? Because the Lord don't want everybody coming together, man. You understand? He don't want that. All throughout this Bible, the Lord is a separatist. So if you just get out of Christianity and understand that, hey man, our communities will be a hell of a lot better. You understand? It'll be a hell of a lot better. But it's certain brothers that's so Christian and certain sisters that's so Christian. You understand? Like they'll sell dope, rob, kill, murder. You understand? Or be a prostitute. They'll do all that. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll push that whole agenda off and propaganda off on their people, on their children, on their cousins, and make it a generational curse. But then as soon as you tell them that the white man is the devil and he's to blame for this, they like, man, hell no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about the evil that we doing, but don't talk about the evil that the white man doing. No, hell no. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That we gotta blame the Christian church for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame these rappers for that. You know what I'm saying? For wanting to come together and assimilate into American society. You can't blame these are black beautiful women for wanting to be whores and make OnlyFans accounts and want to assimilate into American society. You can't blame them for that. You understand? You can't blame these 19, 20, 25-year-old people for a 60-year-old problem. Just like Captain Kaham said, you can't blame them for a 60-year-old problem. You understand? Guess who you got to blame? You got to blame the head. Who was the head? The Christian church. The NAACP. Black leaders. You got to blame them. Because they're the reason why we're in the situation that we in, but we're not trying to be separate. You understand? They're the reason why we're not doing what the Lord said to do. So I'm going to keep reading. And it said, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. The Lord said he severed us from other people. What do sever mean? Sever means to cut off. The Lord cut us off from other people so we can be his. You understand? He cut us off from other people so we can be his, man. And he can be ours. He didn't want us coming together. It's not good for Israel. Because guess what? We've been trying to come together with this society and love them since Adam. You understand? The whole garden, the story of Garden of Eden, that in Genesis, that was about Adam and Eve trying to come together with all people, come together with people, period. Instead of separating themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why when the Lord walked into the garden, he was like, man, what happened? You know what I'm saying? How did you know you didn't have no clothes on? You know what know what I'm saying? They said that they seen them sewing fig leaves together to hide themselves. You know what I'm saying? Hide their nakedness. It's not that they was actually naked like the Christian church teach. They wasn't naked. But what they was trying to do when they said they was sewing the fig leaves on to hide their nakedness, meaning that they was trying to put on the culture of another nation. You understand? They was trying to put on the culture just like putting on the garment of another nation. That's what they was trying to do. You understand? That's why the Lord kicked them out. You understand? And they became the fall of civilization. You understand? The Lord had to kick them out for doing that. So you gotta ask your question: whose side are you gonna be on? You want the Lord to kick you out? You understand? Because that's what you want, because you already living in the curses of being kicked out. We slaves in America. You understand? We literally slaves in America. And if you don't know how we got here and the traumatic and how detrimental it was, and even still to this day, then you sleep, man. And you sleep, and you better blame the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 7:6. You know what I'm saying? You should never forgive the people that murder you, man. The people that hate you and then prove that they hate you. Slaki. You should never come together with the people that hate you. You understand? No other people does this. Only a slave would do something like that. Only somebody mentally incapable of understanding logic would do something like that. You understand? Like for instance, like they rape, rob, murder us, put us on slave ships, put drugs in our community, anything you can think of. You know what I'm saying? You know what they did to us. Guess what? Black people still love them. Black people still love them. You understand? But guess what? Let me tell you, I mean, we still love America. But guess what? The Boston bombers, they bombed Boston. You understand? Guess what? America hates them. They don't do the same thing like as black folks. They don't do that. You understand? We love the people that did something to us, but guess what? They hate the people that did something to them. You understand? The Boston bombers, they bombed the Boston. You know what I'm saying? And America hates them. You understand? Terrorists bombed the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. And guess what? America hates them for that. They hate them so much, they went over there and killed millions of people. That's how much they hate them. They went over there and killed millions of people just for the World Trade Center getting blew up. But every time they do something else, we love them. They put drugs in our community. Man, we love the white man. You understand? They put abortion in your community. Man, love the white man. You number one in the prison system. Man, I still love him. You understand? That is called, what's it called? Stockholm Syndrome. And if you don't know what Stockholm Syndrome is when some bank robbers in Sweden, I think, Stockholm, I think it's in Sweden or one of them damn countries, they robbed a bank. You understand? And they had the people hostage for like a few days. The people just hostage in the bank. You know what I'm saying? The police trying to negotiate with the bank robbers and do all this stuff. And they had them in there for so long that eventually the people that was held hostage, they began to tell the police, like, you know what? We understand why they're doing this. Maybe they need the money. Give them a break. You understand? Maybe they had a rough childhood. They started, you know what I'm saying, identify themselves and to understand why the culprit did what they was doing. You understand? That's what black people is doing right now. When you become a Christian and you say, oh, we need to forget about slavery and we need to come together and this shouldn't be about race and all that type of stuff, you got Stockholm Syndrome, man. You forgot what they did to us. You understand? You forgot that we hostage right now. You forgot that we prisoners of war. And you know what you said? You know what? Just that don't matter. We let's just come together and see what we can make happen from this. When in actuality, no people does that. You understand? I'm gonna keep reading, man. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. So just like we were just reading in Leviticus chapter 20 and 26, the Lord said we are holy people unto the Lord thy God. You understand? Meaning that we are separate people. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do is separate. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. And we didn't choose the Lord. You understand? The Lord chose us to be a separate people and a special people unto Himself. Everybody know that Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians is a special. Everybody. That's why we dominate all sports. That's why, you know what I'm saying, we the biggest consumers. We got the greatest inventions, from the TV to the stove, to the microwave, to the refrigerator, to air conditioner, to the car. You understand? To the internet, to the cell phone. We got the man that all came from Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. And if you don't believe me, look it up. You understand? Look it up. Your oppressor has never done anything great. He ain't never done nothing great. So tell me, why are you so afraid to separate? Why are you so afraid to be special, like the Lord said? You understand? But you want to demonize brothers that come into the truth. You understand? And speak bad on them and say they crazy, and you know what I'm saying, this nigga in the cult, man, he used to be regular. You know, man, why you want to demonize brothers who only looking out for the best of our people? You understand? We don't give a damn. I mean, we know the truth already. It ain't about us no more. It's about waking up the lost Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians out there. That's the whole duty of a priest and prophet once you find the truth out. It's about waking your people up, man. You understand? It ain't about us no more. And that go right back into that self-preservation that I was talking about. You understand? And the only reason why they demon Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians that find out this truth and take hold of it with their heart, with they hold, is because they selfish, man. Like your Christian pastor and your grandmama and them, they selfish. They want you to only care about yourself. They don't want you to worry about other people. You know what I'm saying? That don't get you far. But you can't change everybody. You can't fix everybody. That's the whole notion of anybody that's not in the school. You understand? Whereas in ISUPK, we out here boots on the ground every weekend, every day, teaching classes, doing food drives. We doing everything that we can do, and hope that somebody wake up to this truth. We know it ain't for everybody. You understand? But just like Paul said, I wish myself was a curse for my brethren. You understand? For my kinsmen, according to the flesh. Like, you supposed to find this truth out, and you supposed to be like, damn, I wish all my brothers knew this. I wish all my sisters knew this. You understand? This right here is what's going to bring us close. This right here is what's going to build us up, man. If everybody knew what I knew, that's what you're supposed to do. You understand? But in the Christian church, they only teach you to worry about yourself, and you understand, when your next lump sum gonna come if you put your ties in this little bucket. You understand? That's what it's selfish, man. Even rappers and singers and comedians, they all like, you heard what Steve Harvey said when he was on Steve Harvey show with Monique. He said, man, this is the money game. You know what I'm saying? I can't feed my family with integrity. Or he said something about he gonna say, basically in so many words, I'm paraphrasing. He said he gonna sacrifice his whole integrity, his whole honesty and loyalty for money. You understand? Because this is the money game. And guess what? That's your Christian pastor. You know what I'm saying? That's your Muslim leader. That's anybody with a seat of authority in America. You understand? When really the Lord didn't give you that power to be rich in America, to look out for yourself, or to have that type of spirit. The Lord gave you that power so you can fix other brothers and sisters, man. You understand? Look at Joseph. Look at Moses. They was raised in Pharaoh's house. They had money. They had anything that they wanted in life. But guess what? They wasn't selfish, man. They didn't think about self-preservation. Only think about them and look at their people like, man, they got a chance to do what they need to do. If they don't do it, it's on them. They ain't do that. They didn't say, man, this is the money game, man. I gotta sacrifice my integrity. They ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? Joshua and Moses and them said, you know what? I need to tell my people we need to wake up. You understand? The Lord gonna redeem us out of this, man. We gonna come up out of this together. You understand? The only way we gonna do that if you stop smoking. Only way gonna do that if you stop killing each other. Only way we gonna do that is if you love your family, you love your brothers and sisters. That's the only way we gonna do that. You understand? But your Christian pastors and all them, they totally sacrificed their integrity completely. You understand? All for selfish gain, all for they self, man. You understand? And that's disgusting. You know what the Lord said? I'm gonna read it again. It said, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord said we are holy people. The Lord didn't say you are a holy person. He didn't say you got money and your other brothers and sisters don't, so you better than them. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about them. Worry about keeping this money flowing through your family. He didn't say that. He didn't say you a holy person. He said you are a holy people. That's plural. That's more than one. You understand? It ain't just about you. It's about your nation, man. I'm gonna keep reading. The Lord, it said, the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. The Lord chose us to be a special people to him. You understand? He chose Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians to be special to him. And that's why these other nations hate us so much. You understand? That's exactly why they hate us so much, because they're not special to anyone. You understand? They're not special to the Most High. They're not special to Christ. The only people that they special to is us. And that's because we are slaves, man. And we forgot who we are. You know what I'm saying? And we think that by making ourselves second-class citizens, that's going to make them love us. But guess what? These other nations have never loved you, man. You know why? Because the Lord said you are separate people. You ain't like them. You understand? You ain't like them at all. I'm going to keep reading. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord said, man, we above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You understand? He said we above that. This is racism in the Bible. The Most High is racist. He said that it's according to the Bible, it's like 17 different nations. Like 16, 17 different nations. The Lord said we above all of them. You understand? Because he chose us to be above all them. So why would you want to make yourself a second? So guess what? You make yourself a second-class citizen when you become a Christian. You make yourself a second-class citizen when you become a Muslim. You make yourself a second-class citizen when you smoke, when you sell drugs. You understand? When you become a prostitute, a pimp, you know what I'm saying, a gangbanger. You make yourself a second-class citizen when you become those things. But when you wake up to the truth, even though you might have people demonizing you for it, guess what? You know what I'm saying? What did it say? I'm going to read it again. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth, you make yourself a part of that elect. Man, you above all people. You understand? You above all people that are upon the face of this earth. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no coming together. Ain't no making yourself a second-class citizen to prove to them that you can be a good slave and you deserve love. Ain't none of that. You understand? Well, really what you should be doing is showing your brothers and sisters that you hate so much in the ghetto that you love them. You know what I'm saying? Showing to your brothers and sisters that, man, you know what? I used to be funking with that block for 10, 20 years. You know what? I'm cool off all that. You know what I'm saying? How many of your brothers didn't die because we didn't slid on your block? How many of my brothers didn't die because y'all slid on my block? How many of us done went to jail for pistol cases? You understand? For shooting up, for attempted murders, robberies. You know what? I'm not going to be a part of that system no more. I'm not going to build that system up no more. Guess what I'm going to build up? I'm going to build my nation up. You understand? So I'm going to stop doing all that. I'm going to build my nation up. And you know why the Lord was so smart in separating us? Because guess what? This is what the Lord know. The Lord know if we all come together, guess what? Somebody got to be at the top and somebody got to be at the bottom. It ain't no way around it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go into the statistics and you look it up, only 10% of white people who we want to love so much can even relate and identify with the plight that black people have. You know what I'm saying? Only 10%. That means barely any of them have even quite a little bit of understanding what the hell we go through in America. What we've been through in America. Only 10%. You understand? But we want to love them so bad. I can see if it was 80, 90, I'll be like, okay, yeah, you know what? We're going through the same thing. But Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians are absolutely not going through the same thing as anybody on this planet. You know why? Because the Lord said, I'm going to read it again. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen these to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord said we above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So guess what? If you're gonna be above, I mean, you're gonna be separate no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got money and you rich, you understand, as a nation, or y'all all gotta be in the ghetto as a nation. Either way, y'all gonna be separate. You know how I know? Look up who number one for AIDS. Black people. You know how I know? Look up dope fiends in the 1980s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? Look up heroin overdoses, coke, heart attacks. Look up all these different things. You understand? Black people number one for it. You know why? Because the Lord said you're gonna be separate regardless. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how bad you want to assimilate into somebody else's culture and be that people and be a culture vulture, you're gonna be separate regardless. You ain't no way out of it. You understand? Ain't no way out of it, because that's what the Lord said. You understand? So let's drop that. Let me say, matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the Apocrypha. This second Ezra's. We can go to second Ezra's, chapter 6, verse 54. All right. Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54. And it say, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So everybody comes from Adam. We all understand that, right? Everybody on this planet, all 16, 17 nations, everybody comes from Adam. You understand? And the reason being that after Adam, Adam had sons, and then his sons had sons, and then the earth began to populate. I mean, the earth was already populated, but I'm just speaking from Adam because that's who it's speaking from right now. And I'm trying to explain how everybody comes from Adam. Everybody comes from Adam because Seth, like Adam's grandson or something like that, our great grandson, his name was Seth. And he had a son called Noah. And during Noah time, we wanted to be basically we wanted to come together with all nations, and we wanted to marry any woman that we wanted to marry. And the Lord is against interracial marriages. That come with being separate, and being that we didn't listen at the time. God's people, I ain't gonna say Israelites because Israelites wasn't a thing yet. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't a people yet. But God's people at this time, you understand, was Noah, and not just Noah, but Noah's family and his cousins and all that. They wanted to sleep with other nations, and the Lord went with it. So the Lord said, "You know what? I'm gonna flood the earth, and I'm gonna kill everybody on earth. But guess what? I'm gonna save Noah, and I'm gonna save your 3 sons and their wives. And from y'all, all y'all gonna repopulate the earth again." So that's what happened. So from the Lord flooded the earth, killed everybody. You know what I'm saying? The only survivors was 8 people, and that was Noah, his 3 sons, and their wives. And then from there, the earth was repopulated again. He said, so that's what it means that we all come from Noah, because Noah was like a great grandson of Adam. You know what I'm saying? That's how we all come from Noah. I mean, that's how we all come from Adam, Salakia. I'm gonna keep reading. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest the Lord of thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So everybody on this planet come from Adam, right? But guess what? The Lord chose a certain people as well. You understand? Who do he choose? He chose Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. You understand? Out of all these different people, the Lord chose a people, man, and he chose us above all the creatures, above all the people as well. I'm gonna keep reading. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. The Lord made the world for Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, man. You understand? This is our world. And it's not talking about society. It's talking about the actual world, man. This planet, this is our world, man. This ain't supposed to be another. We ain't supposed to be ruling. I mean, we ain't supposed to be second-class citizens under these other nations like we is right now. So you got to take into consideration, why are we in this condition? Because we disobeyed the Lord. So we got to come back to being. As soon as we come back to being separate and holy, man, the quicker we gonna rule. The quicker we gonna have slaves. You understand? The quicker our children gonna grow up and be royalty, and not just some nigga walking down the street like all these oppressors try to say. You understand? But keep reading. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, so the Lord got a chosen people, right? And we know that he just said he made the world for this chosen people. What about the other people though? If he chose these people, he made the world for them. What about everybody else? I'm gonna read it. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing. The Lord said the other people that come from Adam, that's not black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man, they are nothing, man. They nothing to the Lord. You see that? Do you see that? You see how important it is to be black, Hispanic, and Native American? It's not a light thing. This ain't just something like, you understand? For you to be born again in the 80s, 90s, I mean, just in America, period, right now, and to experience what we experiencing, and to know who you is as a people and as a person, man, that's heavy, man. You better thank the Lord. You understand? You better thank the Lord, bro, because you know how many people that want to find the truth so bad and they die trying to find it, never finding this truth. You understand? That's why in the ISU became, we take advantage of being in here, man. Under Commander General Yohana, we take advantage of this. You know what? Because guess what? It's gonna be another book written about being slaves in America. You understand? And I want to be on that book that followed the man that was that gave the orders, man. You understand? Just like in the time of Moses, Moses was the man giving orders in his time, and you had a lot of people that wanted to go back to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? That wanted to disobey Moses and that wanted to, you know what I'm saying, do whatever they wanted to do. And the Lord always put them to death. You understand? The Lord showed that he was with Moses. And the Lord's showing that right now with Commander Junior Yohana. Not to say that Commander Junior Yohana is Moses, you understand? Because he first off, he can't be Moses because Moses was a Levi. He would be considered a Haitian today. Commander Junior Yohana is a so-called Jamaican from the tribe of Benjamin. You understand? So I'm not saying that they're the same, but what I'm saying is that he, just like how he gave Moses authority in his time, he gave Commander Junior Yohana the authority to today. You understand? So I want to be on the side of history that's written that I was one of the brothers that followed Commander Junior Yohana. You understand? That followed them orders, man, so we can get back to the promised land. You understand? So we can take these nations, man, and make them slaves again. I want to be on that side of history, not on the side of history where the brothers died because they wanted to disobey Moses. So the Lord opened up the earth and, you know what I'm saying, with an earthquake, and they fell inside the earth. You understand? That was happening to people that disobeyed Moses. So what side of history do y'all want to be on, man, when you find this truth out, man? You understand? I'm going to read it again. It said, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, they have said that they are nothing. These other nations are nothing, man. You understand? So guess what? Instead of you trying to give your love to them, give your love to your brothers and sisters. You understand? Because we the ones that's special. We the ones that's holy. We the ones that's chosen. You understand? But these other nations that we want to give our love to so bad, listening to these Christian church and these people that got to see the power that's black, man, the Lord said they nothing, man. You giving your love to somebody that's nothing to God. You understand? That you ever told somebody there was nothing to you? Man, like, that dude ain't nothing to. I don't even know that dude. You know what I'm saying? You ever been walking to somebody like, hey, you know dude over there? You know the African dude over there? Y'all brothers, man, that nigga ain't nothing to me. That nigga's African. You understand? I ain't got nothing to do with Africans. We say that all the time. We ain't got nothing to do with them. They ain't nothing to me. That's what the Lord said these other nations is, man. You understand? That's what he said to them. He has a right to feel like that. And why? Because he the one who made the heavens and the earth. He the one who created all people. So who the hell is you to say that, oh, man, he wrong for that? Man, man, shut your mouth. You don't know nothing. You understand? I'm going to keep reading. Which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. The Lord said they be like unto nothing, but be like unto spittle. What do you mean like unto spittle? I mean that like when you talking, you know what I'm saying, you ever been talking to somebody, you actually gleek on them, or when you talking to somebody, a little spit come out, you almost spit on them a little bit. Oh, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Lord said that they that spit, they nothing. You understand? They nothing, man. I'm gonna keep going. And has likened the abundance of them. And he said he likened the abundance of them. What's the abundance? All of them. He said all of them. What? Of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So he likened the abundance of all of them into a drop that falleth from a vessel. I'm saying what kind of drop? What kind of drop? Like, you know how you got a bucket of water, so you got a jug of water, and you probably moving fast, and a little drop of water come out. You understand? The Lord said that they are that drop of water. They not equivalent to the whole jug that you carry. They just that little piece of water that come out that bucket. They nothing. You know what I'm saying? As soon as before you hit the ground, it's gonna dry up, especially if it's hot. The Lord said that's them. You know what I'm saying? So what we need to do is give that love that you want to give to these nothing people to us. You understand? It's to us. And it's crazy because a lot of people that's other nations that try to assimilate to this Bible and make themselves the people of this Bible, like the so-called Jewish man. When you really read this Bible, understand context, like we the ISBK teachers, they gonna hate this Bible. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hate this Bible. And to be honest with you, they already hate it. You know how I know? You know how I know? You know how I know they hate this Bible? Because they defiled this book by telling you that you can come as you are and be a homosexual. They defiled this book by saying God loves everybody. They defiled this book by giving you a white image of Christ. You know why they did that? You know why they defiled this book like that? Because this book was never given to them in the first place. It was never given to them. It was given to black people. It was given to Hispanic and Native American Indians. It was never given to them. That's why they have no sympathy for this book or for us. You understand? That's why I don't care about defiling it or not, because it's not theirs. You understand? It's not theirs. They don't give a damn. You understand? So guess what? We have to give a damn. You understand? We have to give a damn about our records. We have to give a damn. You understand? Because just like how we care about America, I see some of these black people get pulled over by police. You understand? And they get to spitting all these records and the constitutional rights and wooty. Like, damn, you know everything about the white man's constitution. You understand? Yo, you can't pull me over and whoop. I don't gotta say. They know all this different stuff. You understand? But when it comes to you knowing your constitution and your rights, you understand that the Lord gave you, you don't want nothing to do with that. And I don't blame you. Because I understand why. You understand? Because it's easy to be a coward, first off. And another thing is because the Christian pastor has took this book and they lied, man. They gave you something that's not true. So I understand. You understand? But when you see real priests and prophets of the Lord, like in ISBK, you understand, raising their brothers to become young men, raising their brothers to become troopers and get their name, ultimately to be officers. When you see us doing this work that we doing constantly, you understand, man, you posted one. That's supposed to wake you up and understand that, you know what, I was taught wrong about this book. But the way them brothers break it down and the way they waking people up, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm about to go to class. I'm about to call this number on this flyer. You understand? I'm about to stop being weak. You understand? That's what I'm about to do. That's what we all had to do that in ISBK. We all had to make a conscious decision one day that we was going to stop being weak, man. And guess what? That was one of the best decisions that we ever made. You understand? Because guess what? We know who he is and we know who our enemy is, man. And we know how to fight against him. And not physically. You understand? We know how to fight against his oppression. We know how to fight against his culture. We know how to do that now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep reading. In verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. You see that? This is what's happening to Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians right now. I'm going to read it again. It said, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathens, these other nations that's not Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, what they doing, which have ever been reputed as nothing, these heathens that you said are considered nothing, these Asians, these Chinese, these East Indians, these Arabs, these Africans, these white men, all these different nations that you said that was nothing to us, that was nothing to you. You understand what happened? Have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. These heathen nations have begun to be lord over us and devour us, man. You understand? You know how they was able to do that? They seen Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians wasn't gathered together like the scriptures say. They seen that we was separate, not only on some tribal stuff, but they seen that we was separated, light skin against dark skin. I'm in the house, you outside the house. You on food stamps, I ain't on food stamps. You understand? You got 5 kids, I got 2 kids. Oh, you got a degree, I don't got a degree. You understand? I go to this church, you go to this church. My dad wasn't around, your dad was. They said we was separated by all this nonsense, man. And that's how they was able to slither through the cracks. of us arguing. We arguing with each other. You know what I'm saying? They was able to slither through, rob us, blind. Because we so busy concentrating on the hatred that we have for each other. All these other nations, they're able to move into our community, set up shop. You understand? Whereas once this was probably a black street right here. This is probably a black community. You understand? Now, if you walk too close to this white man jogging with his dog at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying, or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, he going to call the police on you. When this is once a black neighborhood, you would dare catch a white man over here. But you know how they was able to do that? Because we too busy and we too focused on having warring with each other, man. You understand? We too busy warring with each other. And so that's how they able to do that. But if we come together, you know what I'm saying, they not going to be lords over us. They're not going to be lords over us no more. They're not going to rule over us no more like that. You understand? And on top of that, this the only thing Christ waiting on. Christ waiting for Black, Hispanic, Native Americans to gather together and show each other brotherhood and sisterhood, man. And when I say brotherhood, I'm talking about sisterhood too, because brotherhood and sisterhood is synonymous. So I'm talking about, when I say brotherhood, I'm talking about sisterhood as well. That's what the Lord waiting on. No, He waiting for all of us to come together, man, and show Him that, man, look, we tired of doing this. We tired of fighting with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you got kids and they always fight with each other all the time, and then you put them on a wall for so long, you understand? You put their ass up, it's like you put their behind on the wall for so long that they eventually be like, you know what? Hey, man, we can't fight no more. We ain't finna be fighting no more, because, nigga, if we keep fighting, nigga, our mom and dad gonna keep putting us on the wall for hella long like this. I want to play my game. I want to watch TV. I want to get on YouTube. That's how. Cause I know when I was growing up and me and my brother fought, man, when we got put on that wall for so long, I would rather get a whooping. Now I'm like, bro, I've been on this wall for so long, bro. Hey, bro, we want to get off the wall, bro. My bad, bro. I'm sorry, bro. We not finna fight no more. You know what I'm saying? We because this wall, this is not it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians got to do. We gotta stop trying to concentrate on warring with each other all the time and see that, you know what, this ain't it. This ain't it. We gotta come together, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying? This is too much trouble for us. Because guess what? While y'all concentrating on focusing with each other and warring with each other, guess what's gonna happen? These heathen nations is just gonna slide through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? All the Mexicans over there funking with the blacks. Oh, so they must not be worried about setting up that store right there. You know, look, we can set a tobacco store right there on that corner. You understand? Because as soon as they get done fighting, they gonna need something to smoke and drink. You know what I'm saying? Let's set up this store right here. You understand? That's what they do, man. I'll read it again. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens, which have ever been reputed as nothing, these heathen nations that's considered nothing to God, nigga, they consider nothing to us, man. You know what I'm saying? They just people in this, like, you ever watch a movie and it's just people walking by, but the camera only focused on the main person. That's who these heathen nations is, man. They them people that they face blurry because the camera ain't even on them. It's focused on the main people, the main person. Who's the main person? Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. These other nations, they just people that's in the movie that's about us. That's it. You understand? And have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But these same heathen nations, man, that's supposed to be nobody in this movie, they begin to be lords over us, man. They begin to be masters over us. You understand? That's why you gotta rent houses and apartments from people that's immigrants in this country. Like, they building a wall for the Hispanic brothers, but then you gotta rent from an East Indian who the biggest illegal immigrant on the planet. You understand? And then when you rent from them, your house gonna be so tore up, it's gonna be ridiculous. You're gonna have so many roaches and mold, and the neighbors ratchet. It's just ridiculous. But guess what? These nations begin to be lord over us. You understand? Like the scripture said, they begin to be lords over us. They are landlords now. You understand? And to devour us, and they devouring us. Every day in the streets, they devouring us, man. Taking advantage of us. Let me keep reading. But verse 58. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. But we give the Lord's firstborn, the Lord's only people, we give it into their hands. And then it just take you right back to reading the curses in Deuteronomy. Anything when you read Deuteronomy, anything past Deuteronomy, when you first specifically Deuteronomy 28 chapter, anything past Deuteronomy 28 to 15, you understand, it's all curses. It's talking about all the curses that's going to happen to Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians if we decide that we don't want to listen to God. Anything past the 15th chapter, the 15th verse, is all curses. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? We experiencing all those curses right now, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're able to rule over us. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're able to do everything that they're doing. That's how we give it into their hands. We give it into their hands because we decided that we didn't want to be in the Lord's hands. You understand? We didn't want to have the Lord's protection. We didn't want none of that. We would rather go off and sew on fig leaves and hide our nakedness like Adam and Eve did. Because like I brought it at the beginning of the class, they was never naked. It said that they were sewing fig leaves together to hide their nakedness because it was saying that they was trying to hide under another culture. As long as Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians try to hide under another culture, you making yourself a second-class citizen, man. When you become a Christian, you a second-class citizen. When you a Muslim, you a second-class citizen. When you sell drugs and do drugs, you a second-class citizen, man. I'm saying, why would you make yourself that when you can be a first-class citizen and just separate? You understand? And just separate. That's something that we got to learn, man. And that's something that we teaching in the ISUPK. I'm going to keep reading. Verse 59. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? You know what I'm saying? So if the world was made for us, why we don't have no inheritance in the world? How long is this going to go on? And you know what the answer to that is? This is going to go on as long as you decide that you want to assimilate and be like everybody else. That's how long this is going to go on. You understand? Because like I said, when you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, it tell you what's going to happen in Deuteronomy 28:1 if you listen to the Most High. But the Lord said, but if you don't listen to me, if you don't hearken into my word, this is what's going to happen. So when you read from the 15th chapter all the way to the 68th or 70th chapter, whatever, you understand, them is all the curses that was going to come upon us. So he asking right now, and I'm saying Ezra's asking right now the Lord, like, then how long is this going to happen? How long is this going to go on? Well, I got something to tell Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. It's almost done. It's almost over with. The hard part over with. You understand? We already up that hill, and we on top of that hill, and we coming down now. You understand? It's already over with now. So only thing we got to do is do what the Lord said to do and gather ourselves together. You understand? So I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to get Psalms chapter 147 and 19. Matter of fact, I'm going to get Amos because Ezra's asked why did this happen? So I'm going to get Amos chapter 1. Amos chapter 1 and 3. Because he said, why is this happening? How long is this going to happen? You understand? So let's get that right quick. Amos chapter 1, verse 3. I'm going to slack it. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Yeah, Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. So Ezra was just asking, why is this going on? Why these people that you said is nothing to you, why have they begun to rule over us? Why are we delivered into their hand? Why have they begun to be lords over us? Why has this happened? So this is what the Lord said. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying. You see that? So the Lord said this is only written to who? The children of Israel, the people that he brought up from the land of Egypt. So what is this saying? I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. So when Ezra was asking why this happened, this is why this happened. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. So all these different 16, 17 different nations, the Lord said he only know Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. I'm going to keep reading. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So the Lord said, you the only people that I know on this whole planet. So guess what? I'm going to punish you for your iniquities. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna punish you for your iniquities. So that's the answer to why Ezra said, why is this happening? Why is this going on? That's the answer. You know what I'm saying? Because we have iniquities, man. We transgress the laws of God. That's why this happening right now. You understand? Because guess what? The Lord don't know everybody else to punish them. You understand? He don't know them to punish them like that. But the Lord, He know Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians because He gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments, and just He gave us these rules and regulations and code of conduct. And just like if you got a house and you got kids, I'm gonna always bring it back to that because the Lord is our Father. You understand? If you got kids and you give them rules on what they can and can't do, if they disobey them laws, you gonna, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna get disciplined. You understand? They don't get disciplined. It said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. The Lord said He gonna punish us for our sins. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you got kids. You can't tell your daughter, hey man, I'm gonna whoop you and your friends because y'all broke in that house. You understand? You can't do that. But you can tell your son, I'm gonna beat your behind when we get in this house for breaking into the house. You understand? You can tell that girl you're gonna tell her mama or tell her daddy or something, but you can't tell your daughter, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to deal with that. And that's exactly what the Lord is talking about. The Lord only know Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. He don't know nobody else. You understand? That's why we being punished. These heathen nations are over us right now because the Lord is punishing us. It's not because they raw, you know what I'm saying, or they did something good to be over us, or they did something smart. Nah, the Lord is just not with us. You know what I'm saying? For disobeying Him. That's it. It ain't that hard. So I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna go to Psalms chapter 147 and 19 through 20. Psalms 147 and 19. Psalms 147 and 19. Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth His word unto Jacob. He showeth His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. You know why? Because just like we just read in Amos, the 3rd chapter, verse 1, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians is the only family that He knows throughout this whole planet. And guess what? He gave that family law, statutes, and commandments. We'll read it again. He showeth His word unto Jacob, His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. He gave Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians the law. You understand? And I'm gonna keep reading. He have not dealt so with any nation, but He ain't dealt so with no nation. So when you got people saying that Farrakhan Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, or what the hell is his name, the nigga who started Islam. When they say that, oh man, he made the Quran, and the Quran is the book of God, it's the last prophets. The Bible say He showed His word only to Jacob. Who is Jacob? Israel. Who's Israel? The forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians today. So when you got a Muslim saying that, oh man, the Quran is the Quran that, the Lord said He don't show His word to nobody but Jacob. He don't show His word to Jacob. So how the hell is there a Quran? Why is there Black people that's Muslims? You know why? Because they want to make themselves a second-class citizen, right? You understand? That's why. They want to make themselves a second-class citizen to prove to their oppressor and the people that oppress and murder them that they're not violent. They can be loved. That you can do they can do whatever they want to do to us. You understand? And that's retarded, man. That's soft. That's a coward spirit. You understand? He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. The Lord showed His word into us, man. So when He showed His word into us, and He expected us to implement this word that He gave us. You understand? He expected us to implement this code of conduct, and guess what? We decided that we didn't want to do it. We decided that we didn't want to do it. And like I said earlier, the Lord said that you're gonna be separate regardless, whether you rich or your whole nation rich or you poor. You understand? That's why, guess what? That's why black people, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, we the only ones in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And I know we scatter throughout the whole earth. Guess what? If you want to find God's people, you want to find Israelites that's scattered, that's not in Central South America and in Europe and all that, you understand? Just go to the ghettos of that country. And that's where we're going to be at. You understand? Because guess what? The Lord said you're going to be separate regardless. You understand? And that the Lord was smart when he did that. Because the Lord said, guess what? If everybody come together, guess what? Somebody got to be at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be at the top. Somebody got to be at the bottom. The Lord understand that. We don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna drop that scripture and I'm gonna go to Psalms 133 and verse 1. And then I'm gonna get Zephaniah 2 and 1. Zephaniah 2 and 1. Zephaniah 2 and 1. All right, so Psalms 133 verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. You know what I'm saying? It's pleasant. It's pleasant, man, and it's good for Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians to dwell together in unity. You know what I'm saying? April 24th, we got Passover coming up. Where it's going to be nothing. If you ain't Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you can't come at all. You know what I'm saying? Kick rocks. Go find another event to go to on one of these fake, you know what I'm saying, somebody else. But in April 24th, the ISUBK and the Community Juliana, we got Passover coming up. You understand? When we celebrate the death of our enemies. And guess what? We're going to be dwelling together in unity there. You understand? Just like a year back, we went to Passover. I ain't never seen so many Black people and Hispanic all in one room, and ain't nobody arguing, fighting, everybody just enjoying being there. They're like, man, this is amazing. This feel like the kingdom of heaven. You understand? It feel like we in power right now. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because we understood first off, for us to even get there in mass numbers like that, we understand brotherhood. We understand sisterhood. And guess what? I'll read it again. How good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. We know how good and pleasant it is for all of us to come together and be together like that. You understand? We understand that. We ain't nobody on no individual like stuff on you just your own man and you believe your own thing. Man, we all believe the same thing. We all come together as one. You know what I'm saying? We all come together and serve the Lord as one. You understand? We all enter this rank system, got our Hebrew names. You understand? Stop being that old man who we used to be. We all stop doing that. We all come together and be one, man. And then on top of that, it don't matter what city you go to, even if we not together, you can ask one of them brothers something, and you can in Texas or Houston somewhere or Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You can ask any one of them brothers something, then come to California and ask us, and guess what? We gonna tell you the same thing. You know why? Because we one body, one spirit, one mind, and we know how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to be like that. You understand? We know that it's a benefit that comes with that. So I'm going to drop that and I'm going to go to Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desired. The Lord, you know what I'm saying? This is a commandment from God. He said, if you Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, we supposed to gather together. He said, yeah, gather together, O nation not desired. Why are we a nation not desired? Because nobody likes Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. Nobody desire to. They desire to steal your inventions and to steal your technology. You understand? And to steal your what is it called? Your free labor. You understand? They desire to do that, but they don't desire you. You understand? You know why? Because we just like when you read Esther just passed. We just celebrated the Feast of Purim. You understand? And the brother Malachi was basically the Edomite Haman wanted to kill Mordecai because Mordecai didn't bow. Today Mordecai would be considered a Jamaican. He didn't bow to this white man. So guess what? This white man said, you know what? We need to kill all the Israelites just because this one man didn't bow to me. You understand? And well, I forgot why the hell I just brought the house. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that he wanted to kill all the Jews because one man didn't bow to him. And one of his reasons, it wasn't because Mordecai didn't bow to him. It was because he said he tried to snitch on Mordecai to the king, and so he said that you need to get rid of this people that's in your kingdom because their laws are different from all the other people. You understand? Our laws are different from everybody else, man. The laws that the Most High gave us is different from everybody else. Because everybody else, their laws are always, no matter who it is, they always want everybody to come together. Every nation wants everybody to come together and be one. The only time they don't want that is when they in America and they want to take advantage of you. You understand? And they want to move stores in your community. That's the only time they don't use that. But on a broad scale, every kingdom wants everybody to come together under one big rainbow coalition of love and all that. But the Bible say you should never do that. You understand? Because like I said, somebody got to be at the top and somebody got to be at the bottom. And being that your laws is different from everybody else, everybody's going to vote. They're going to veto and vote you out to put you at the bottom. You understand? That's what's going to happen. But if we gather together, whole nation not desired, guess what's going to happen? We ain't going to allow nobody to do that. So we ain't going to allow nobody to take advantage of us and manipulate us to be Christians or to do the drugs that they put in our community, you know what I'm saying, or to get abortions or to be pimps and to sell our women. We not gonna allow nobody to do that because we gather together. Because just like I say, what is it in Deuteronomy 6:4 or 4:6, it said that people should see us keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. I'm paraphrasing. They're gonna see us keeping these laws and they're gonna be like, you know what? That is a wise and understanding people. Damn, who can be wise like them? They don't have no drug dealers in their community. And then they would ask us why. And we'd be like, you know what, we got laws against that. If somebody decide they want to be a drug dealer, we're going to put them to death. You know what I'm saying? Somebody decide they want to be homosexual, they're going to get put to death. You know what I'm saying? And you need those type of laws. You know what I'm saying? You need laws, period. Whenever you have a society or a kingdom. You know why? Because when you have laws, people know it's consequences that come with that law. If you break that law, it's a consequence that come with that. So guess what? They fear doing the evil thing that they really want to do. You understand? And that's the whole purpose of serving the Lord. That's why we fear the Lord in here. You know what I'm saying? We fear the Lord because, like they say in the Bible, and I think in Timothy, it say, through terrors of the Lord, we persuade men. Are you supposed to see that the Lord put people to death? You understand? For hating their brother and shooting their brother. You supposed to see that the Lord put people to death and give them cancer, you understand, and put them in jail forever for hating their people, and that's supposed to make you want to love your people. That's supposed to make you be like, you know what, I'm not going down that road. You understand? That's what it's supposed to do. So yeah, man, this was a class on brotherhood about coming together, like the scripture just said, "O nation not desired," so we won't be consumed. So hopefully, I brought the scriptures out. The phone cut off, so if anybody was online, you can go back. I mean, that was on the phone call. You can just go back and rewatch the video where the call dropped at. But with that being said, I'm in the class. Shalom, Israel. This is Real Life School UPK. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And the Commander General Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat, all our brothers. Yahweh Shemar, I thought Bashim Yahweh Shalom.